Good afternoon. It is March the 26th, 2018. Time to wrap up another trading day. Hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, we came in this morning with two sell zones. We had 34.39. We laughed about a 39.50. The high was 39.75. There's your retest up there. Ever so slowly, we talked about how it's set up on the F2 screen. You can see that the market was going selling right in this area, right in here, and it did go selling, and that took us down to our called low of 2600, 2605, and I believe the low was 2.5. So again, we know where the market's going ahead. We can make these assessments. We can stay on the right side of the trading. The buys off the low didn't get you long until the 2010, 2013 area right in here. Retest failures in Bs and market couple of good shorts, couple of good longs, and then right here the story about Kim Jong-un may be what's driving the market. I don't know, but certainly started out early this morning that the trade war, the potential for trade war, was greatly diminished with the deal with South Korea, and with the statements by Mnuchin that we were going to get a deal with China that would avert a trade war. Inside day on the F1 screen, that usually means a trading range tomorrow. Market has been both ways today, been down, been up. We've gotten stops above 50. We had 40 was to 57 was potential resistance, so we've gotten stops above 50, and on the last update we thought that we would get have a shot at getting up to 50, 26.50 right here. Now, for Kim Jong-un to give up his nuclear program without getting anything in return, first time out unilaterally, is probably unlikely. I'm not saying that it can't be done on this go around, but just him out of the blue coming up and giving up something like that would be a stretch in my opinion. So, but peace on the North Korean peninsula would certainly be a good thing. Okay, I'm going to drag this down here just a little bit. Okay. The news tomorrow, Case-Shiller plus 0.7 usually doesn't move the markets. Consumer confidence at 131, that's a huge number if it comes in. These numbers have been coming in a little bit higher than forecast. The economy is the state of the mind. It's the willingness to forego $1 today to get $1 down the road. That number would be certainly supportive in Richmond Fed at 22. So the focus will be consumer confidence. Right now, the market would close here at 52, a little bit higher in London, so 54, 59, sell 1. 64, 69, sell 2. On the buy side, last rotate down was 44. Right here, so 41, 46, buy 1. Like to buy weakness going into London. See if we can extend today's range in Globex, and 31.36 for buy 2. I did feel better today. I do have a cough though that just all I have to do is turn on the mic and I start coughing, so hopefully I'll lose that ability this week. Finally did get in to see the doctor. Going to go down and see her this afternoon. Be told, yep, you've had a cold. Worst is behind you. No chance for pneumonia. That's what I'm hoping to hear anyway. Okay, on treasuries, lower high, lower low. Tomorrow's the 5-year. I had a mediocre 2-year. That usually leads to a good 5 years, so buying weakness overnight is not out of the question. We do think they run the market down on the intermediate term, so we'll play for that. So in London, we'll be a little aggressive on the sell side. 15 to 19, sell 1. 23.27, sell 2. On the buy side, 5 to 9, buy 1. And 29 to 01, buy 2. Looking at the 30-year. $20 to 24, number 1. Sell 27s, 31s. Sell 3s to 7s, sell 2. On the buy side, 12 to 16, number 1. Buy 5 to 9. Buy 1, and then 29 to 01, buy 2. Okay, looking at gold. Strong market. Headed up. Some news that normally would take gold down didn't. Hasn't. So we got this high up here at 1366, 1367. It's within reach. No reason to think we're not going to get there. So F1 says find a place to buy it. Pretty easy call this morning. Resistance is at 55, so 55, 57, sell 1 for London. 59.61, sell 2. That is resistance. The breakout came at 50. We're at 54, so 50, 52, buy 1. Like the shorts, the long side of the market better. 45, 47, buy 2. Crude oil came in. It was a pretty easy sell. I had big retracement middle of the day. We get that in crude. It's amazing. Get a really nice move directionally down, and then it'll come back up. Midday is shorts cover, so that tells you that the market is under the control of the trading community. It's not being driven by fundamentals all that much right now. So higher low, higher high. Fundamentals remain poor for crude oil because of extra supply, but nobody's paying a lot of attention to it. So when bad news is ignored, you find places to buy it. Stuck in a range, 65, 75, 66, sell 1. 66 and a quarter, 66.50, sell 2. On the buy side, 65 even, 65 and a quarter by 1. May have to pay up to get into crude. Long will make 64.50, 64.75 by 2. And the euro was strong. Dollar's coming down. Normally with higher interest rates you'd expect the dollar to go higher, but it's not. And you can't ignore those. So higher low, higher high on the euro. Several distributions higher today. Strong close, so stops at 25.50, so 45.55, sell 1. 75, sell 2. Finally got above 125. It took a while. We've been talking about it for a couple of weeks. The buck to 10 by 1. Might take a 25 to get into. I'll put a question mark at 25. And then 75 to 85 by 2. That does it for this March the 26th, 2018. I did feel better today. Tomorrow I'm going to feel even better. Well, bring a little more energy, a little more excitement to it, I hope. See you bright and early in the morning. I'm out of here.